Students, today we will study the environment of plant, its edaphic factor. The edaphic factor with the climatic factor are responsible in determining the vegetation over a wide area. Edaphic factor are mainly responsible for the more local difference between the plant community to be found within the great climatic region. The branch of science concerned with the study of soil is called the pedology. Importance of soil to the plant. The land plant are completely dependent on the soil in which they grow for the anchorage water and mineral nutrient. The nature of the soil is normally so complex and dynamic and its effect on the plant so pronounced that an ecologist has to attach great importance to the study of the edaphic factor, which is next only to the climatic factor. The surface contact between the plant and the soil is so large and intimate that plants are bound to affect it to a very large extent by all those factors. The type of soil. Several types of vegetation have been recognized to develop a direct result of the nature of the soil. Some of the soil and their corresponding type of vegetations are the rock soil, lithophytes, sandy soil, phasmophytes, humus soil, oxalophytes, cold soil, psychocrophytes. Other soils are the lime or the calcareous soil, a saline soil, soil of the crevices of the rocks, and those of the desert and the steppes. The soil profile. Soil may be derived or defined as the superficial covering of the earth's surface. The soil layer has been formed by the weathering of the rocks in the distant past. As a result of soil formation factor, a soil has a certain definite structure and positional characteristics which form what is known as soil profile. A soil profile is normally distinguished into three distinct zones called the horizontal A, B, C, starting from the surface downward. The horizon A is generally referred to as the topsoil. It is the uppermost layer and contains the undecomposed, partially decomposed and complete decomposed humus arranged in that order in a downward manner. Topsoil differ widely in color according to the type of mineral and the humus component. The topsoil is largely sandy. The roots of a small plant grow in the topsoil only. The roots of the larger plant extend to the horizon B, which is also called the subsoil. The subsoil contains minerals and is often high in the clay content. The fine clay particles make the subsoil dense and therefore it becomes almost impermeable to water movement. It is poorly aerated and hence roots have little growth in this position of the soil. The proportion of the humus decreases. The horizon C contains loose weathered rocks which may or may not be always prominent. Below the soil profile is normally present the hard rock which is not the parental material but may affect the overlying soil. Composition of the soil. There are four important components of the soil. They are the mineral matter about 40%, organic matter about 10%, soil water about 25% and the soil air is 25%. Mineral matter. The mineral content of the soil is derived from the weathering of the rocks and consists of particles of different size. The International Society of Soil Science has fixed different names for particles of different size. Name of the particles are the gravels. Their size is 5 mm in diameter. Fine gravel 2 mm in diameter. Coarse sand 0.2 millimeter in diameter. Fine sand 0.020 millimeter in diameter. Silt 0.002 millimeter in diameter and the clay is less than 0.002 millimeter in diameter. Next is the soil texture. The texture of the soil is determined by the relative position of the rock particle of the different size present in them. On the basis of texture, soil may be classified into 6 types. They are the sandy soil, clay soil, loam soil, sandy loam soil, slit loam soil, clear loam soil. Sandy soil are exposed to coarse particles and are normally termed as a light texture. Sandy loam soil are moderately coarse. Clay soil are composed of fine colloidal particles and are normally termed as heavy texture. Sandy soil have the following characteristic: loose or light textured, large space between the particle, little resistance to the root growth, rapid rate of infiltration and movement of water, and the water holding capacity is poor. No runoff, fertility poor due to lack of nutrient, no water logging, aeration good, carbon dioxide content low, temperature high, humus content low due to rapid oxidation, suited for the deep rooted plant. Clay soil have the following characteristic: they are compact and heavy textured, tiny interspace between the particle, high resistance to root penetration, very slow rate of infiltration and movement, runoff of water, water holding capacity good, fertility good, water logging, aeration poor, carbon dioxide content high, toxic to plant. Temperature average, humus high content, suited for shallow rooted plant. Loam soil are the best for the growth of the plant since they contain coarse sand as well as fine silt and clay particle. Loam soil therefore has good aeration, good water infiltration and water movement, easy root penetration due to the presence of sand, and also good water holding capacity and fertility due to the presence of clay. Thank you.